Okay, by popular demand on my Twitter, we are doing a setup guide for this setup. Last night, I just kind of threw it together, made a cool screenshot of it, and tweeted about it, and everyone wants me to do this video. So I'm going to show you guys how I made this setup. Now, first off, if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, be sure to do so. Link is in the description. I post things there that I don't normally post on my YouTube channel, and sometimes I post things that people can persuade me to make videos on. So if you guys want to see kind of behind the scenes stuff or setups or whatever it might be, Twitter link in the description. Also, while you're down in the description, I do want to mention that I will be creating a post on my website for this guide. So that post will house everything you need. Everything I mention will be on that post. You can even head over there now and watch this video from the post. So if you'd rather be right where all of everything you need is, link in the description. Okay, let's kick this off. There's a few different stages to this setup, and I have a couple of things going on. So we're going to start with the icons. Lots of people ask me, how do you remove the labels of icons? Well, I did not remove the labels. I created custom icons, and that's basically how I did it. So the theme that I am running here is basically a mixture of actually just stock icons that come with your iPhone, like Carrot Weather, that's an app icon that comes with the app. Spotify, that's a stock app. Tweetbot, that's the Tweetbot app. Messages, that's the app. That's the icon that comes with it. I didn't customize those. I didn't customize files. Well, I did, but I didn't, and I'll show you guys in a minute. As you can see, there's no label on files. There's no label on Noto or Halide or Maps. And then the rest of the icons are from a theme called Kinda Stock. People ask me about this theme all the time. Here it is. Again, it'll be on the post. A link for this will be in the post. But unfortunately, this theme is a jailbreak theme, and 99% of you will not be able to get it because you have to download it on a jailbroken iPhone and port it over to a non-jailbroken iPhone. That's basically what I did. So with that out of the way, being that you can't get that theme, you can still make your setup look incredibly similar to mine by using just the stock icons. And I'm going to show you how to do this. So for example, we're going to pull out the settings application here, and we're going to plop that on a new page. So there you go. There's the stock settings application. But unfortunately, it has a label. So a real quick and dirty way to get rid of the label of stock icons, or any icons really, is what you can do is screenshot it by clicking volume up in your side button. And then what you can do is go into your photos here. You can select on that screenshot, and then we're going to do a quick edit to it. So we're going to click edit. We're going to resize from the bottom there. And then we're going to click on the presets, and then we're going to go to square. And then literally all I do is zoom in on the app icon. I know it sounds stupid, but literally this is how you can quickly get rid of the label of a stock icon. And this is the only way to do it. So you just zoom in, make sure you're nice and centered, make sure that the app at least goes from edge to edge, up and down, left and right, so it doesn't look weird in your setup. Click on done, and now we have our icon ready to go. So what we can do, and I'm just gonna blast through this because I do have a dedicated video explaining step-by-step how to make custom icons. Again, it'll be on the post, but I'm just going to blast through it because I don't want to spend too much time doing this. We're going to click plus, add action, scripting, open app. We're going to choose the app. We are customizing settings. So we'll choose settings by searching for it. And then we're just going to click the little eye on the bottom. We're going to do add to home screen. We're going to choose photo instead of file. And we're just going to choose that screenshot we literally just did. Click choose, and then we can clear the name. So now the app will not have a name. We'll click on add, we'll exit, and there you go. So if we move this over to that other page, as you can see, I just created a stock icon with no label, and it opens up settings. Now, unfortunately, there's a banner. Currently in iOS 16, there is no way to get rid of that. So you just have to live with it. It doesn't bother me too much. I noticed it at first, but you get used to it. It's just a little banner. So that's how you can make a stock icon not have a label. It's as easy as that. So I'm just going to delete this out. I don't need it for this setup. And then we'll remove this from the home screen. So that is stage one. Stage one is all of the different icons that I've done. And yes, it takes a little bit of time to do that, and that's just how it is. The widget that I am using on this setup is called Music View. That is an app from the App Store. Link will be in the post. And pretty much I just customized the widget to look this way. When you go into the application, it allows you to customize the widget to however you like. You can basically just mimic this look. I did a dark gray background and then just, you know, changed the settings for it to look like this. So you could, if you do download Music View, you can very easily, you know, edit the widget to look the way that I have it. Or if you want to use a different widget, feel free, you know, make it yours, do whatever you want. So that's pretty much it for the icons, the widgets. Next up is going to be Show Live. So this is a shortcut that puts information onto your wallpaper essentially, or onto a wallpaper, and then you can set it. Now this does have an application, which is really handy. Again, all the links you need are in the post. But here you can see there the shortcuts. So what you need to do is get the Show Live shortcut. You can do that by clicking on Get or Show Live for iOS 16. As you can see, that's in beta. That's what I've done. You just click on Get, and then you install the Show Live shortcut into your Shortcuts application. And then what you want to do is go through the themes here. So go ahead and get Show Live, and when you go into Shortcuts, you're going to see. Let me get rid of this real quick. Oh, iOS 16. Buggy. Okay, there we go. So we got Show Live in here. And you can run this to start. I mean, you can just run it here by clicking it. I'll just run it and show you what it does. So pretty much it runs this shortcut, and currently on iOS 16, it doesn't actually set the wallpaper for you. It does need to be updated and stuff, so that's why this isn't going to be a dedicated Show Live tutorial, just because it isn't ready, I don't think, for iOS 16. So you can see here, iOS 16 workaround, you can read all this, but pretty much it just ran the shortcut, and then it put a screenshot. So here is my wallpaper, and I can just set that wallpaper. But to get this theme that you guys are seeing, you need to go into the Show application, and then you go to Themes. And I'm going to scroll down a little bit. I'll find the theme for you. Just take note, you need to scroll down a bit here to find it. I'll cut to the point when I find it. Okay, so here is the Show Live theme. It is by Asmi82. Well, it's called Asmi82. So that is the theme that I'm using. You can click on it and tap to download, but if you want to view it, so you can see that is the theme that I am using for this setup. Let me close that out. Hopefully we get a search feature maybe in the themes section. I feel like if you know the name of the theme, it'd be very useful to be able to just search for it within the Show application. That's just my opinion, but what we can do is click not click the magnifying glass. We can just click on the theme, and then we can do tap to download. And I'll show you guys how to quickly unpackage this theme so you guys can use it, just because it's kind of necessary for the setup. So we'll do save to files. iOS 16 is kind of buggy and slow, so just give it a second here to load. And as you can see, I am directed to the folder Show Live Themes. Now, if you guys don't know how to get there, I will quickly show you guys. So from iCloud Drive, what you want to do is go down to Shortcuts, and then after you have ran Show Live at least once, you should have the file system set up. So here's Show Live Themes, and I'm just going to save it there. So we're going to click on Save, and I will just replace it for tutorial purposes. Okay, so now that we have that theme, get that to go away, we can go into the Files application to enable that theme, and it's really quite easy. So what we're going to do is go back, and again, I'll navigate to that specific point in Files, so Shortcuts, and then we go into Show Live Themes, and you can configure this to however you want, or like set up the themes, like you can make individual folders for it, because basically we just want this config hs.json. It's the config home screen .json, and that is what we need to put into Show Live. So if we tap to extract the file, you can see there it is. It's labeled 3 now. We don't want that. We just want it to be config hs.json. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete the .zip. I'm going to back up once here, and then I'm going to go into show live, and you can see there is the config hs.json. So we're going to delete this old theme just like so. We're going to go into show live themes. We're going to select on 3. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go again back over to this folder, tap and hold, paste it in, and then we do need to rename that so that it works. So if we do rename here, we basically just need to get rid of the 3 and the space. If I can, there we go, somehow click in here. So we'll get rid of those, and there we go. So now we have that new theme that we just got from the show app, and now we can go into shortcuts and we can run show live, and it will run the shortcut, it'll create the wallpaper, and it will save it to our photos. Now I'm hoping this video isn't too long, so I'm going to try and be speedy with the rest of this. And we'll just wait for the shortcut to finish here, give us that pop-up letting us know that the workaround is that it saves the photo in our Photos app. So there we go. Again, for example, here it is. Okay. So now that I have this wallpaper, I can customize it further to really set off this setup. And what I've used is Home Screen Creator. So we have a widget background, and then we have some drop shadows below the icons, which makes it look even cooler. So this is really easy to do, and I do have a dedicated tutorial on how to use Home Screen Creator. If we go into shortcuts and we run Home Screen Creator, I'm not going to build a layout because I've already made this layout, and you guys could do it very easily as well. So I'm just going to say, no, I have a layout, and the layout that I want to use, let me go ahead and go into HSC, Content, Layouts. You can see there is Layout 2, and I believe this has long shadows and then the widget card with the blue. So what we're going to do is select on that layout that I have created. It shows a preview. I'm going to click on done. Now we choose the wallpaper. I'm going to choose that one that I just created with the show live shortcut. So now we're going to say no to these effects because I don't want it. It shows us the screenshot. It shows us the wallpaper with everything applied. We're going to click done, save photo, boom, bada bing. Oh, crashed the Photos app, crashed it. Now we have what we want. Now, like I said, some of the stuff is still in beta on iOS 16. The shortcuts should be able to set this wallpaper automatically when you run the shortcut, but unfortunately we still have to set it manually. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that now. It seems like a lot of people are very confused on how to have independent wallpapers between the home screen and the lock screen. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. We're going to go into settings, and basically when you change your wallpapers, you want to do it from settings. You go into wallpaper, and now you select which one you want to edit. There's the lock screen and there's the home screen. So we're going to select on the home screen. I'm going to do configure. I'm going to choose a new photo. I'm going to go to albums, and I'm going to choose this one that I just created here. It's going to load, and for some reason it's way zoomed in. So just make sure you pinch to zoom it out. Click on done. It's buggy. We're going to click on done again. And now when we exit the settings application, you will see now that this has been updated. The time is updated. My battery level is updated. Highs and lows for the day. And that's pretty much it. That's how you make this setup. I know people are going to say you're crazy for doing all these things. You're crazy for spending the time to do this. But like I said, in the future, this stuff you will be able to automate it. You will be able to automate it, the show live shortcut, to run at set times throughout the day to update the home screen wallpaper and stuff like that. So this is very much beta stages, and like I said, by popular demand on Twitter, people just wanted to see how I created this setup. So there you go. That's everything you need to know about this setup. That is how I created it. Those are all the steps. And it's really quite easy to update it, in my opinion. So let's say come tomorrow morning, if I want to update all this information here, pretty much all I got to do is go into shortcuts, run show live, save that wallpaper, run the home screen creator, save that, and then just change the wallpaper. It takes 2 minutes. But yeah, that's how you make this setup. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Like I said, check out the post link in the description if you guys need to find anything. This has been IDM, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.